Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Nova Project. I am your sick host, as in sick, not fun, as ever, Purple Midnight Hate, joined once again by my sick co-host, Amelia, my wife, the Obsidian Nook Pal ASMR. That was really weird, saying your name out loud. We never say that. Yeah. Anyway, we are back recording the our little review of quote unquote horror movie.
I regret wasting my time with this film, and I would like however many minutes back, please.
Like 140 minutes? No, that's a lot. Like 100 and something. I don't know. It was a waste of time. Like I say, borderline horror movie. Not really. This would be like a horror movie. This is the kind of film you would show your kids by accident, thinking it's not a horror movie, because it's not. This would be the one where it's like, oh, this might be a bit too scary for the kids, and that's about it. That's about it. We only I can't remember if I said we're doing Imaginary. This is a film that Madam wanted to see in the cinemas, and oh boy, I'm glad we fucking didn't waste it. When you saw all the clips on TikTok, you mean?
It's just like you said, the CGI, a man in a bear suit. It just looked like crap.
And it didn't make a lot of sense, and there wasn't much horror. But yeah, so do you want to give the story of what if there even is a story of why you wanted to watch this film in the first place? What sort of made you interested?
Because I had an imaginary friend, and I don't know where he is, because he would never... Okay.
Shall we tell the story about Douglas? It's relevant, because it is about imaginary friends. Your sex offender that's probably in jail. He's not a sex offender, he just wasn't allowed in your garden!
Pause the game. Oh, you just...
Yeah, because he's not allowed near kids.
I don't know, he started off as a dinosaur, and then as I got older, he turned into, like, a person. And then I think I can hear someone ringing, like, the mental health line.
All the police, never mind the mental health line.
As, like, I got a little bit older, the house I was in was built on top of a cemetery that, Norwich Council forgot about. Thanks, Norwich.
Thanks for telling everyone where we live.
And, yeah, so in the old house, it was kind of built on top of a cemetery.
It's built on top of an old Native American burial ground. No, I'm kidding. It's just on top of like an old cemetery.
It's the lights flickering and other people's experiences of the hauntings up there.
If you've seen a few of our other reviews, someone who is a bit of a hippie and believes in like spirit realm and orbs.
It's definitely a boy. Never.
Is it a boy or a man?
Allowed to come past the gate. Boundary.
He had a restraining order against him. That's what it was.
My mum, and I can speak about this now.
She's fucking dead. She's buried underneath the house.
When I was a child, this digging to do a bit of garden did actually human remains in the back garden.
Allegedly. Was that ever proven though?
Clothes. It was a child in clothes.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember.
found part of
They
a
dug up a
headstone.
corpse. This is really fucked. This is scarier than the actual film.
So basically, Mum dug down. And obviously reburied the remains, and then I didn't do gardening on that bit ever again. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's
Anyway,
hit you guys.
what a way to set the bar of what we're talking about. That's the story of Douglas and you exhuming a corpse out of the ground.
I never know what happened to Douglas. He just disappeared.
You went to jail. An old man, a possible man staring at you from your gate. Yeah, he's off to jail, mate, or he's dead. But anyway, yeah. So back to it after a tangent from This is going to be you in court. This is going to be played in court.
It's going to be one of the other
Yeah. This is going to make a good, like, footnote in our Wikipedia, like, article. Amelia once said that she dug up a corpse in her back garden. Yeah.
Sister.
But at least they can't hold your mother liable. They can dig her up. They can dig her up like she dug that kid up. Anyway, back to the film at hand. Good God, what a side tangent for the last 6 minutes.
Fun fact, the whole Larkman estate was 100% on top of the graveyard.
Thanks for telling people where you used to live now as well. Maybe stop saying random things. Anyway, before she doxes where we actually live like a complete muppet,
By the way.
we live not in that place. I promise you, wink wink. Anyway, about the film, if you're not familiar, it's about a imaginary friend that's evil.
Fucking teddy bear.
It is a teddy bear. We're not talking like a demon. It is an actual teddy bear.
It went bad.
It's like if Ted was bad. Because this film isn't... We didn't enjoy it at all. Neither did the internet. It starts off... At least... There was a bit of horror at the beginning, where in the back of the shots, the actual demon, Chauncey, or whatever his name is hidden in a couple of shots.
I think it's
Chauncey is whatever you want to pronounce it as. Chauncey Bear, to give him his full name, including the demon, who's also called Chauncey Bear, I guess. There's a few shots of him where he looks a bit like a demon. He does look a bit spooky. He also turns into a spider monster sort of thing that's from her artwork. It doesn't have one true form, but the bear is like the most common and the dumbest looking one. The spider monster would have made it a lot more like convincing and a bit more spooky. But yeah. The idea is that, spoilers from here on out by the way, the little girl of the film becomes obsessed with a teddy bear that only she and her stepmother can see. Or supposedly, I should say.
You all know they want the same imaginary friend.
The idea is that the imaginary friend Chauncey is upset that the mother Jessica left and came back to the house, and as a result was trying to get the kid for some reason. Not in an evil way, it's just it latched onto her and needs something. It's never really explained. It's just like, oh yeah, he was mad that you left, so now he wants the kid. That's kind of something what they said, but the teddy bear...
Did you have
No,
no?
I have no imagination. Anyway, that saves a long side tangent considering where yours went about digging up corpses. Yeah, this has got to a weird fucking... No, it's too much work. That story will now be on the internet forever. Wouldn't be the first time, I don't think, a corpse has had to go to court. Yeah, I think in history. No, shut up, you're getting me on a side tangent. Yeah, no, that genuinely was a thing. Count Dankula did a video, I just can't remember it. So yeah, basically the teddy bear is only seen by the little girl and the stepmother. There's this dickhead neighbour who is trying to do inappropriate things with a girl who's under 18. He's not an old man, his age is never specified, but he did look a bit like eek when the stepmother says she's 15. Somehow this girl is 15, she's probably in her 20s, realistically, because Hollywood loves that kind of shit. But there's the point where it's clear this guy's a complete arsehole. He's your typical, like, dickhead character who you're rooting for to die. He survives. Only one person dies in this film and it's crap. So yeah, there you go. There's your worst kill. We'll get to that at some point because it's very forced. So he basically upsets the little girl a little bit, and then Chauncey gets mad, does a load of spooky shit in his bear form, like his little teddy bear
Can
form.
we talk about how the teddy has, like in shots, turn his head very subtly?
His eyes will move. The bear is pretty cool.
I'm sorry. Ted does a better job at being a fucking...
Picking a teddy bear as like an evil character is just stupid. And considering he's a teddy bear for most of them, especially when they've shown his like actual form, like the entity that is Chauncey's form, and they were just like, fuck it, to save on money, we'll just have a teddy bear. But yeah, it looks like he's gonna kill the kid, like the douchebag neighbour, who basically is a kid. He's probably around my age, to be fair, but looks like he's gonna kill him. He doesn't, for some reason. For some reason, he just doesn't. Yeah, I was like, finally, something's gonna happen in the film, and then it doesn't, and then it's just like, oh. And this guy never speaks about it. He's just like, oh, I'm tripping out on my mother's medication that he thought was Molly.
Or they dragged it out. Oh, and they keep going.
Yeah, we'll get to that bit near the end of the film. So, there's a lot of boring shit. The kids like doing all the, not even evil stuff. The whole film is basically the girl doing a scavenger hunt to go to the dimension where Chauncey is. There's this weird old woman who used to be the babysitter. She's pretty much pointless for the entire film. She's really weirdly acted as well. Her line delivery is all over the place. But then the little girl completes her ritual from her scavenger hunt, goes to this weird CGI monstrosity fucking, like, dimension. Fucking hell. The old woman, of course, for some reason, is fucking evil now. Because Chauncey was also trying to communicate with her to keep everyone there for some reason.
It was a really weird, trippy dimension thing as well. Like, it wasn't even like...
It was a place where your imagination can run wild, except there's a giant...
I've heard it once, because when they're in the dimension, their eyes turn completely black. And I've heard of it once with apparently where people have seen children and their eyes have just been completely black.
Babe, stop trying to make this movie like sound good. This doesn't happen, by the way. They basically go to the upside down. If you're familiar with Stranger Things, we watched like 2 episodes, but I know about it off the internet because it keeps going. Every season, for some reason, just blows up for about 5 minutes, and then everyone forgets about it. And somehow it ends up in my feed all the time, like Squid Game's currently in there on Instagram. I've literally blocked the word Squid Game from my fucking, like, content preferences. It still comes up. But, so yeah, they basically go there. The old woman is just like, oh, I'm evil now, lol, we're all staying here forever. And then Chauncey just drags her into, like, one of these doors where there's, like, these rooms of happiness or whatever and just kills her. Literally opens the door, pulls her in, and blood appears under the door. That's your only kill in the film, and it is fucking awful. It's not even gory, it's an off-screen death where it's a puddle of blood, which is just as bad as showing nothing. Real quick, I'm just going to check what the age rating for this film was, because if it's anything above a 12, I will be surprised. Because it's like with Megan. At least Megan had some fun kills. Megan was a 15 or something. Imaginary was PG! That would explain why it fucking sucked ass. Anyway, why age 14 plus? Yeah. Like, there's some... Yeah. Ultimately, of course, they escape. But then they do the whole rug pull of, oh no! I haven't escaped from the evil dimension. And then they escape immediately after. So it's just like, why did you drag it out further? What was the point? Also,
Gotta make a film.
They've got to make it hit the runtime. Oh man, talk about padding. Because they literally escape, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I'm still here, and then it's like they all come back, rescue, and they go again. It's like an extra 10 minutes of the same shit we just watched. They run away from this big like man in a bear suit.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Also, so yeah, that's the long and short of it. I just wanted to mention Tom Paine, I believe his name is. He played Jesus in The Walking Dead and notoriously began to dislike his character, even though he was like his Jesus in the fucking comics was really good. He's in it for about 5 minutes and then just fucks off. The house burns down at the end, and then you're left wondering, how are they going to explain this? How are you going to? We fought a demon and burnt our house to the ground. Okay, cool. But no, it's just silly. But any horror this film has is completely wasted. No, I genuinely can't. The only thing I can give it is I think the cast did a good job. I think, oh, forgive me, I forgot her name. Let me just get the cast up. I think DeWanda Wise, that's it, who plays Jessica, the stepmother, I think she did a really good job.
I think the problem is the cast were brilliant, but they had such a shit script.
The script, the director, I don't think did a good job with this film. It's not even well shot, if I'm being honest. It's just a bit bleh. You know? There's nothing special about it, it's just like something you see all the time. But yeah, it was a shame, because I know you were looking forward to this, and there was a point we were going to go to the cinema. But thankfully it's on Prime, so we already had our subscription. Yeah, it's a shame, and I'm disappointed that you didn't like it, considering it was a film you were actually looking forward to.
Yeah, but this is the thing, even though you're gutted I didn't like it, I see it as, well, this is what we have the cinema and these services for, is because, like, back when I was a teenager, you had so many DVDs, and the amount of DVDs I got rid of I had 3 drawers worth, and it was literally a bin bags of DVDs that I donated to charity, because I was just like, I haven't watched this in over a year, I haven't pulled this out.
There was stuff that was still in the plastic that you just had no plan of watching.
My mum, a lot of she'd buy them for like £2 at Asda and then not unwrap them, and I was just like, that's what I love about cinema and the streaming services, is because if you don't like it, you're not stuck with the physical copy. But if you do watch it and you do love the film and that's something you want to add to your collection, then brilliant, because we did that with Abigail.
And Five Nights at Freddy's.
So we saw Five Nights at Freddy's at the cinema, loved it, and then bought it on DVD when it came out.
And we are looking forward to the second one that we are eagerly awaiting for. So, expect a review on that in the. Yeah, it's one. It happens where you you look forward to a film, and then ultimately when you finally get round to it, because this came out it came out last year. It's weird saying that because it's January. Is this the first one of the year? I know, no, there was Office Uprising, wasn't there? That one came out on the day of recording. But yeah, it's not a good start to the year. Office Uprising was alright, but this is worse. But yeah, that's about it. We didn't like it. We found it a complete waste of time. We watched it before bed, which was fine because it wasn't scary. So yeah, if they do a sequel, we might watch it if it comes out on. Considering the reviews are not good on the internet, I doubt it. If they ever do one, we'll probably end up watching it. Maybe. We'd have to debate it. We wouldn't spend money on it. But yeah, that's about it. I have been your host, as ever, Purple98, joined once more by my wife, the Obsidian Nook / Petal ASMR, whose links you can find in the description alongside all of mine. And I will see you. Well, we will. Excuse me. Nearly got through it. And we will see you in the next one.